Hey, I'm John Cannell, and today on Preppy Kitchen we're making some easy, delicious strawberry muffins. So let's get started. First off, set your oven to 375 so it's nice and hot. This recipe is really fast. The star of our recipe is of course strawberries. You want 1 3/4 cups or 328 grams-ish. I'm gonna use a glass measuring cup to pop these into as I dice them. Give your strawberries a good wash and dry, and now you're gonna hull them and give them a nice dice. Strawberries are very full of water, so you want fairly small pieces. Otherwise your muffins can get kind of waterlogged and they won't rise up and have that nice texture we all love. You can see my strawberries are fairly small and you want to have roughly uniform pieces, but don't worry if there's some variation, that's totally fine. This recipe really is something you should make when you have beautiful strawberries at the market. If you're making this and you can't find strawberries that are fresh, wait and make a different recipe because frozen strawberries just aren't going to work well for this. I would suggest my blueberry muffins, which could use frozen blueberries. I love making muffins as snacks. My kids live their life based on snacks, and it's nice to have some variation. So these are something we love to make in the summer or spring when strawberries are in season, especially when they're from our garden and we have a bunch of them. You could make these now and enjoy them later. They last for 3 days at room temp, just make sure they're covered, or up to a month in the freezer. By the way, if you like my videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There's 2 new recipes and lots of shorts every single week. You can give your strawberries a little bit of a press once they're in your measuring cup, and I have just a bit too much. Any excess could go into a smoothie. My strawberries are measured and prepped, and now we're gonna get the batter together, starting with the dry ingredients. Into a medium bowl, we're gonna combine the dry ingredients, starting with 360 grams or 3 cups of all-purpose flour. The secret to the perfect melt-in-your-mouth muffin, aside from using the right recipe, is measuring your flour correctly. It's so easy to scoop your flour and think you're doing everything okay, but when you do that, you're compacting the flour since it's a powder and adding way too much to the recipe. A scale is really your best friend in the kitchen, especially for desserts. If you don't have one, that's okay. Just fluff the flour up in your bag or measuring cup, sprinkle it with a spoon into the measuring cup, and then you're gonna level it off. Okay, perfect. To puff things up and fight gravity and lift these strawberries up to the sky, I want 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Level that off. And for some contrast, we're adding ½ a teaspoon of salt. Scale's done. We're gonna grab a whisk and give it a good mix. Really distribute all that baking powder and salt so that all of your muffins taste the same and rise equally. These muffins, by the way, are great plain. You could add a streusel topping on them, or you could make a really easy strawberry glaze, which I'll show you how to do. Totally optional, but it's so delicious and easy and beautiful. My dry ingredients are all mixed up, so we're gonna set that aside and grab a stand mixer or a big bowl and a hand mixer. Into the bowl of my stand mixer, I'm adding 1 cup or 226 grams of room temperature unsalted butter. It should be softened butter. So if it's a cold day and you left the butter out all day long, it's gonna be hard as a rock and not usable. Microwave at 50% power in 10-second bursts until the butter is uniformly soft. And that means a finger can press down really easily. The butter is nice and bendy, and it's gonna mix in really well with the sugar. The butter's too hard, not gonna work. 1, 2 sticks. To sweeten things and soften the batter, I want 1½ cups or 300 grams of granulated sugar. A lot of people ask if you can reduce the sugar in a recipe, and you totally can, but there's a trade-off. It'll be less sweet, and the dough or batter will be breadier and a little bit drier and harder. It'll change the way cookies spread, it'll change the way quick breads and muffins taste. Pop your paddle attachment on, and we're gonna mix this on high for 5 minutes until it is light and fluffy. Scrape the bowl down at least once. While this mixes up, since you have some free time, you might as well crack 2 large room temperature eggs into a bowl, making sure that there are no shells. Okay, and this butter needs a little tamp down because it went very high and is not getting mixed. Okay. These muffins are butter-based, which means they are gonna taste delicious. But with any butter-based muffin, quick bread, or cake, it'll taste best warm, out of the oven, just cooled down a little bit, and it's gonna melt in your mouth. If they've been sitting on a cold counter or in the fridge, they'll be so hard because the butter hardens when it's cold. All this is to say that you should microwave or reheat your muffins before enjoying them. They should be slightly warmed. It's been about 5 minutes. We're gonna scrape this bowl down just one more time before we add our eggs in. All that mixing time is really fluffing up the butter and flour. You can see the texture is light and airy and the color is lightened because the butter has been whipped for 5 full minutes. Now we're gonna change the speed to medium and add the eggs in one at a time. It's probably a good idea to scrape the bowl down after the first egg is fully incorporated so the mixture is nice and homogeneous. I see a beautiful light yellow color. You probably see a white unmixed color because the mixer hasn't fully mixed everything. Back to mixing on medium, add the other egg in. And for some lovely depth of flavor, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. One final scrape down, and then we can move on with the recipe. Everything's nicely mixed. I'm reducing speed to the lowest setting, and we're gonna add the flour in 3 additions, alternating with 1 cup of milk. So, 1/3 of the flour, 1/2 cup of milk, 1/3 of the flour, 1/2 cup of milk, last bit of flour. 1/3, 1/2 of the milk, another 1/3 of the flour, the rest of the milk, and the rest of the flour. Stop the mixer once the last addition's in and it's mixed for like 2 seconds. We're gonna finish this off by hand. So as you can see in the mixer, there is a lot of flour streaks left over, and that's totally fine. I'm gonna finish mixing this by hand when the strawberries go in. If this was fully mixed and totally beautiful right now, it would be over-mixed when we add the strawberries in. Give the bowl 1 scrape down. Add your strawberries in, all of them. And now fold everything together, and as you do that, you'll see the flour disappears. With just a little bit of mixing, my strawberries are nicely distributed, so now we can grab our muffin tin, add the papers, and pop this into the oven. This recipe makes about 18 muffins, a nice and generous portion. Remember, you can freeze the rest if you have extras. I'm gonna show you a trick so they all bake evenly, even if you have some empty wells. We're not gonna have any burnt muffins. A triggered ice cream scoop is one of your best friends in the kitchen. I have a set that go all the way from like 2 tablespoons to 1/3 of a cup. They're great for making muffins, making cookies. It really helps you portion your dough out evenly. My muffins are all scooped up, and as you can see right here, I have 2 empty wells. Normally, if you bake a partial set of muffins, the metal on the empty wells gets really hot and burns the muffins next to it. That's the same for cupcakes too. To solve this problem, just fill halfway with water and then they'll bake nice and evenly. My strawberry muffins are ready to go into the oven, but if you'd like, you have so many options for the topping. You can pop a few extra strawberries on top just to make them look extra pretty. You could sprinkle with sanding sugar for some extra sparkle and crunch, or you could do a streusel topping or a glaze. I'll leave some plain, I'll pop some strawberries on, and I'm also gonna make a glaze that you can see. It is so pretty and delicious. My strawberry muffins are ready to go into the oven, 375 for 18 to 20 minutes, or until they're puffed, slightly golden, and a skewer inserted in the center comes out clean. In you go. While your muffins are baking or cooling, you could make the easiest, most delicious strawberry glaze. All you need are 3 tablespoons of diced strawberries. Use the back of a fork to mash the strawberries up. The strawberries give you a lovely bit of acidity, and the color is so pretty. It's like the most beautiful natural pink. Add a cup of powdered sugar and a teaspoon of milk or lemon juice, and then just give it a mix. It'll look rough at first, but it comes together so quickly. You could add more milk for a thinner glaze or just use it as is. This is gonna be so nice, drizzled over the top of our muffins once they've cooled. Drizzle the glaze over the top of your cooled muffins, and just like that, these stunning breakfast treats are ready to enjoy. These muffins are fluffy, melting in your mouth amazingness, and the flavor of the strawberries with the vanilla comes out so beautifully. It's a really nice contrast. I hope you get a chance to make this delicious recipe, and if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button and check out my strawberry playlist.